to This Is Me, Chevonne. So today we're going to make creamy chicken and spinach Alfredo. I've already cut up my boneless, skinless chicken breast and now I'm seasoning it with my three favorite seasoning inside of this bowl. I mixed everything up and I cut them up into strips. I'm adding oil to my pot right now. Get the oil all over this pot, make it all nice and non-stick, even though this pot is already non-stick. So I'm going to add my chicken to the pot so everything can cook. While I'm doing this, even after I've done this, I've added a little bit more seasoning to my chicken, which was lemon pepper seasoning. I just forgot to insert the clip. I'm so sorry. So here we go. Just saute this chicken, put it all together, and now I'm going to work on my rotini noodles because we love rotini noodles in this house. We add some oil and a little bit of complete seasoning to the pot. Let that pot start to boil so that way my noodles can cook faster. And we're going to go back to sauteing the chicken. I like to flip them all over so the pink side could start to cook now. All right, so here we go. My chicken looking so good. As you can see, it looks delicious. It is. So we're gonna add the noodles to this pot, mix it all up, mix it all up. I took my chicken out of my saute pan. I'm gonna add 2 slices of butter. Do you see this brown stuff right here on the bottom of the pan? This is bomb, okay? You do not scrape that off. You don't wash it off. You let it saute with the butter. So I'm gonna add my spinach to this butter and brown stuff at the bottom of the pot mixture. All right, so I'm gonna add some spinach. I can't add a lot because my kids will not eat it if it's too spinachy. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of butter so that way my spinach does not stick to the pan. Gonna add a little bit more seasoned salt because we don't eat plain spinach in this house. It has to taste like something. I don't understand not seasoning spinach. So we're gonna cut up the little pieces that are still frozen. I turned my stove down to like medium, and then I added some water, and I'm adding a little bit of jerk sauce, I'm sorry, mixed with water, so that way our spinach can be spicy. I'm all lost for words. I'm sorry. So here we go. We're going to saute, saute, saute until it is all nice and green. And now it is all nice and green. So I'm going to grab a separate bowl and I'm going to put my spinach into this separate bowl so that way I can start on the next step of my dinner. And you guys, I love this pot so much. It is the bomb. I can do everything in this pot. I can make rice, whatever. This pot by Pioneer Woman. Oh, I love this skillet. Okay, so I'm now my skillet is all nice and clean. My greens are in another bowl. My noodles have already been drained. Mix it, mix it, mix it, and it is already ready to go. So I'm gonna add heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna add this whole container of heavy whipping cream. It's so pretty and white, isn't it? I love it. I love heavy whipping cream. I'm also gonna add some more whole milk. Also going to add whole ricotta cheese. It's whole milk ricotta cheese. It's the Publix brand. 2 dollops. I don't know that measuring, but I do everything by eye. This is also going to be added, which is sour cream from Publix as well. 1 whole dollop. Ricotta cheese is very hard to break down, so you have to smush it down, okay, in order for it to boil down correctly. Smush it. So I'm going to add some mozzarella cheese. Love mozzarella cheese. It is so good. You also are going to add some Mexican blend cheese. Love me this Mexican blend cheese, and it's the sharp one, and it is Publix brand. Publix, hey, if you're listening to me, shout out, call me, let me know. A gift card would be great, whatever. So we're going to mix everything all up. Like I said, you have to really break down that ricotta cheese. You have to smush it down as hard as you can so that way it can become liquid again. I pulled out my queso cheese because I'm also going to add some queso. I've turned my pot down and I'm also adding a little bit more seasoning salt because it doesn't taste how I want it to taste yet. Oh, isn't it so pretty, you guys? Homemade Alfredo sauce is the bomb. It's the bomb. It really is. It's better than what you get in a can. All right. So like I said, queso cheese. I've cut I cut 1/4 of the cube. Add a little bit more whole milk, and you also have to break down that queso cheese. It takes a minute. I fast forwarded it, but it does take a minute. Smush it down as hard as you possibly can. So it doesn't taste how I want it to taste yet. Gonna add me a little bit more seasoning salt. Yes, I am. Hey, Larry's, call me. I got you. So we're gonna mix everything all up. It looks so pretty, doesn't it? I love homemade Alfredo sauce. My husband loves it. My kids loves it. Everybody. It's so good. So now that everything is all smushed and broken down, I'm going to add my spinach, and we don't waste food in this house, so I'm going to grab my butter knife and scrape out all of my spinach that I took my time cooking. all of it is going to get eaten. So we're going to mix it all up, make it look all pretty. It looks so good, doesn't it, you guys? All right, so I'm shredding my chicken now. I just take 2 forks and rip it apart. I know we all have these fancy gadgets that can do shredding and dicing and all that other stuff, but I pretty much just like what I have right now, which is my 2 forks and my cutting board. I'm sorry, my phone is ringing. My phone is just doing the most with my voice recording over here. My goodness. All right, so we're gonna mix everything all up, scrape everything back into the bowl, make sure we have all our chicken broken down, and then we're going to add this chicken right back into my pot. Oh, it just, you guys just don't understand how good this meal is, okay? You make this for your husband, you make this for your friends, co-workers, mom, dad, whatever, and they are going to love you. So we just make sure everything is completely covered. I actually let it sit for 5 minutes, and here you go, the finished product. Bon appetit!